So, the creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, just got asked some questions about Super Saiyans. These are the types of questions that people have been asking since the show ended back in the 90s, and it goes into why we're seeing a lot more Super Saiyans now, opposed to 100 years ago when a Saiyan's ultimate form was pretty much the Great Ape. It ultimately has to do with genes, and Toriyama threw around the phrase S-cell a lot, and the reason Goten and Trunks were able to go Super Saiyan so young was because they inherited the S-cell from their fathers, who by that time were already Super Saiyans. So that's just a brief explanation of why Super Saiyans have become so prominent nowadays, but what I'm really interested in is the next thing he gets asked, because I think it's very important in terms of Dragon Ball Super and the origin of Super Saiyan God. The question was the Super Saiyan that Frieza feared actually Super Saiyan God that appeared in Battle of Gods? And the answer that he gives is pretty much yes. In a certain sense, they are the same person. Now, a long time ago, before the Saiyans even lived on planet Vegeta, there was a man named Yamoshi, and the man we see described to us by Shenron as the original Super Saiyan God, that is him. His name is Yamoshi, and he is the original Super Saiyan God. When he was alive, pretty much all the other members of the Saiyan race were not good guys. There were a lot of disagreements between him and the other Saiyans. He was described to have a good heart, but Universe 7 Saiyans back around 1,000 years ago were the opposite of good people. So Yamoshi rebelled against the Saiyans, who saw him as not one of their own. And out of the entire Saiyan race back then, Yamoshi was only able to gather 5 people who would follow him, and this is when they started to fight. It was Yamoshi and the 5 other Saiyans up against an entire race of savage, bloodthirsty Saiyans. This battle pushed Yamoshi to become the first Super Saiyan in history. He was a one-man army fighting against every other Saiyan alive. It was said that he shocked all of them with his fearsome fighting style, but even as powerful as he was outnumbered, but wasn't defeated by the Saiyans. His body was not ready for that kind of power increase, and so in the end, he just defeated himself. But this was only the beginning. When he died, his spirit lived. It doesn't say that it got sent to the afterlife, just that his spirit was still a presence in the universe. This is what I find most interesting. When Beerus was sleeping for all those years, and he had the dream about Goku and the Super Saiyan God, it's implied that that same spirit of the original Super Saiyan God made his way into Beerus' dream, and that's why he dreamt of Goku, because Yamoshi chose him. It also says that an ancient Namekian long ago had a similar dream to Beerus, where he saw the entire history of the Super Saiyan God, and when he woke up, he wrote a book called the Namekian Book of Legend. And that is the history of the original Super Saiyan God. It is only in interview form, so it's not going to give you a full animated series. I hope we do get that one day, but for now it's just Toriyama's word, what he said. It's better than nothing. He was a Saiyan that lived long ago, and like Goku, he was good, ahead of his time, but he was stuck living with these barbarian Saiyans, so he rebelled with 5 other Saiyans, and that's how he became the first Super Saiyan God. This happened a very long time ago, thousands of years ago, and what I find most interesting is that when he died, his spirit didn't. On a much smaller scale, it's like what happened with Zamasu. A presence of him was still there, and that's how he was able to find Goku and get to Beerus. Anyway, that's the story so far. Let me know what you think. I would love to see this as a movie or a special one day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.